Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode number 94 of the StreamYard Live Town Hall. My name's Gage, and I'm here with Dan, of course. Dan, how are you doing?
Man, doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. For anyone new here, Dan and I are the founders of StreamYard, and we do these town halls every single Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific, and we do them for a few reasons. Number one is to stay in tune with you guys, to go through the same process you do every single week, and also to answer any of your questions. So if there's any topics you'd like us to cover or questions you have for us, we'll do our very best to get to all of them. There's tons of you these days, though, which is super cool for us, but it is sometimes hard to get to all of them, but we will do our best. And we always make sure we remind everyone of our three pillars, which are ease of use, stability, and professional streams. So if you're about those three things, StreamYard is the tool for you. Let's get into the chat tonight. There's tons of people here. Jorge from Buenos Aires, thanks for hanging out with us. Ireland, awesome. I'm always seeing new names in the chat. If you guys, I'm curious, if you're new around here, do let us know in the chat what's your show about. Maybe share a link. I'd be curious to see it. Our regular announcements. So we got StreamYard Spotlight Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, which is a great show where Dana and Kelsey interview you guys. They highlight awesome shows happening in the StreamYard community. So if you'd like to be part of that, make sure to reach out to Dana. I think she's actually in the chat here, so it should be pretty easy to find her. And we, of course, have StreamYard Connect Wednesdays, 2 p.m. Eastern with Ross Brand. Great show that talks about the latest news going on in the live streaming and tech world. And now we have tons of new content on our YouTube channel. We have lots of great creators creating useful content on how to be a successful streamer in general. So be sure to check out the StreamYard YouTube channel. Should be pretty easy to find. You just type StreamYard on YouTube, and many of you are already watching there. We're also going to be doing a giveaway tonight, which should be fun. So at any time during the stream, type in hashtag the yard. If you forget, we'll remind you again before we actually do the giveaway. But yeah, we've got our first set of like t-shirts and stuff, which should be fun. So we'll be giving a couple of them away to tonight.
Cool. That's exciting.
See who we have here. Libreta says, "Hi, have you thought of implementing background blurring without the green screen?" Yeah, we certainly have. I know many people, it's a bit of a pain to actually lug out the old green screen every time. So it's certainly on the list of things to add. I don't have a date or anything, but who knows? Maybe in the short term.
Cool. Yeah, I definitely see the need for it.
Linux dude from Seattle. Cool. I'm actually a Linux user myself. Linux dude. Andrew's tuning in from LA. Trying to see if anyone mentioned their shows. Let us know what your shows are about. I'm curious to see. We're being lit up with hashtag the yards. Another topic.
Can't read the chat anymore.
I know. I should have done that after I asked this.
Lesson learned.
We had a question about a potential feature, which I actually saw in the StreamYard community group, which got a bunch of upvotes. So I was curious to chat about it tonight. And also, I guess that's a good time to mention, if you guys aren't familiar with it already, be sure to check out the StreamYard Facebook group. It's called StreamYard Community. It's a great place to find other users and get your questions answered. So be sure to check that out. But yeah, I saw the question that was asked, basically requesting, when you do a record only broadcast, the ability to stop in the middle of it and then start it again, which I thought was interesting. I'd be curious if that was sort of, a unique request in the community group, or if that's something you guys would regularly use. I know personally, I generally try to do it in just I'll do one long take and then sometimes make a noise or something when I screw something up, so I know where to go back and edit it. But I do understand how it'd be nice to be able to, while you're recording, to just pause it and then start it again. So let us know if, first of all, if you use StreamYard for the record only broadcast, and if you do, if that would be a useful feature.
Cool. Yeah, very interesting. Tricky to pause a live feed, going to Facebook, but for the record only, it definitely makes sense.
Absolutely. Also, just quick announcement. We pre-announced it last week, but now it's a relatively small change. But I know many people that, especially they go to virtual event platforms or their own servers, will appreciate it. Now you can edit your custom RTMP destination. So if you mess up the URL or the key, you can actually change it now.
It's also useful, just even if you don't need to edit it, if you are going to a custom RTMP destination, just to be able to see what it is, right before you go live, just a quick check of where, especially if you have 5 or 10 of them, what was this one again? Or is this definitely correct? Let me just double check. You couldn't do that before, so now you can see it and obviously also edit it. Yeah, little change, but nice to have.
GSHL says, any thoughts on more than 10 on the panel guys in the future? Yeah, it's certainly something we're open to. I think the first thing we'll probably add is the ability to have more guests backstage and still have 10 on the panel. But who knows? Maybe in the future we could have more. I'd be curious, GSHL, how many on screen you'd want exactly. Like, is it something like you need like 100, or is it just you need a few more? Do let us know. It's useful to know. Still getting hashtag the yards. Paul says, I have BattleCom tomorrow, and Eric Fell from Critical Hit will be a panelist. A geek comedy battle show, and it's our Halloween special. I've got to take a note on that one. That sounds like a good time.
That's cool.
Brenda typically schedules on Tuesday and Thursdays. Good to know. Mark says, when will StreamYard and LinkedIn work together? So, Mark, we do actually integrate with LinkedIn. So if you have access to LinkedIn Live, you should be able to connect it directly as a destination. It's on the destinations page, but maybe I'm missing part of the question.
Yep, and again, you do need access. So LinkedIn's a bit different than like Facebook or YouTube, where almost anyone can stream to YouTube, and I think anyone can stream to Facebook. But yeah, with LinkedIn, you do need to request access. So there's a form on LinkedIn you can fill out to get access. And then once you're approved, and you'll usually get approved for either like a profile or a specific page or something, sometimes both, but it's usually kind of one or the other, or quite often it's one or the other. And then once you're approved, you can go live with StreamYard.
Neil says pause recording would be helpful when recording for clients, save time on post-production. Good to know. Free to laugh now, resurrecting old show conversations with comedians. Wow, another comedian with StreamYard this week. Very cool. Dan says, hi, any update on Facebook broken scheduled live link? Thanks. So we do have a temporary workaround, Dan, and Dan here can go into a bit more detail on that, but hopefully it was something to do with Facebook updating to the new Facebook, and it's something that we hope that they revert at some point, but as of now, we just have a temporary workaround. You want to chat a bit about how that works exactly, Dan?
Yeah, so obviously in the past, for Facebook, you could stream, like you could schedule a post on Facebook, and then you could send your viewers that link. Your viewers would kind of go into the stream before it actually started, so they could start typing in the chat and whatnot. Now it's a bit different, so Facebook doesn't have that ability at the moment. Like I think they kind of broke that when they were moving to the new version, or it's like part of that change. So viewers can't like start watching the stream ahead of time, but they can go to the post ahead of time, and then they will need to refresh once it actually starts, which is unfortunate. But Facebook is working on that and trying to get it, by the sounds of it, back to what it was before, or maybe even better. So hoping that's coming pretty soon. But yeah, at least for now, what we've done is we're linking you to the post on Facebook, so at least you can send your viewers something, and then when it starts, they'll need to refresh, but then they're good to go.
Jane says, does StreamYard have Twitch? Yep, we have a direct integration with Twitch, and we have lots of, seems to be a popular place for podcasters and things like that. Low Key LB says, please give the host the option to control our guest mic. A slider mic would be perfect for each guest. That is actually in the works, Low Key, so stay tuned on that one. Pastor Johnson says, can I use StreamYard to go live on multiple channels so long as the others give me access to their FB and YouTube? Yep, that is technically possible, Pastor. So if you're an admin on their Facebook page or their YouTube channel, you can go ahead and connect that in your destinations and go live to them. So yeah, absolutely. Pablo says I'll have to check it out. I think I missed a previous comment there. Juan says, hi, broadcast on Instagram in the future. So it's certainly something we'd like to add, Juan, but right now Instagram only allows people to broadcast from within Instagram. It's just a policy of theirs. It's possible to not do that, but we don't want to break their policies. Jamie says, can you help get the screen share to show up in the background, bottom of the StreamYard instead of popping up on the screen? I think
I got it. So is that like not automatically add it to the stream? Like, so you can kind of put it up ahead of time, but not add it on stream. So we are thinking about adding a setting for, if I'm understanding correctly, exactly that. So that should be up fairly soon, hopefully.
James says, would love to see a SY integration / partnership with something like Headliner for creating audiograms. Yeah, that's a cool idea. It's certainly something we're open to because it's nice to have ways to easily promote the content you create. So tools like Headliner are certainly interesting. Thanks for the suggestion, James. Paul says, what about RPAN, Reddit broadcasting? Yeah, that's an interesting one, Paul. I'm not super familiar with how to actually get like stream into RPAN. I'm not sure if remind me, Paul. I think it might be something where you actually have to have a tool from Reddit or be inside of Reddit itself. I know it's kind of a unique thing, but if that ever opens up, it certainly is a cool destination that we'd like to work with. At the very least, I'm guessing that you would be able to get in there using the custom RTMP destination. As far as I know, they don't have an API or anything for us to actually directly connect to it. Bishop says, good evening. SY is an awesome tool. Thank you very much. Fundraising says, any white label planned? So fundraising, I mean, you can, on the paid version of the StreamYard, you can fully customize your stream and make it look however you like, but we don't have, if you mean like the ability to host StreamYard on like, instead of going to StreamYard.com, go to like a different website. We don't have anything like that. Let's see here. Dave says, does Vimeo have a live streaming feature? Yeah, Vimeo, you can go live from StreamYard into Vimeo and live stream directly to Vimeo. What do we have here? Rogerio says multiple screen shares would be great. Yeah, right now it's just one at a time. I guess technically, if you shared one and your guest shared one, you could switch between them, right, Dan?
Yeah, and I'd also be curious, just a follow-up question. Do you want to be able to share like two at the same time on screen, or just like switch between two? Or maybe more than two?
G23 says, are you going to release an app for mobile? So G23, I mean, you can actually go live directly from your phone just by going to the website. At some point, we might actually add an app itself, because there are some unique things you can do within an app. I know it is important to some people. So in the future, it's certainly a possibility. What do you think, Dan? Should we go ahead and do our first t-shirt giveaway?
Cool. Let me set her up.
So yeah, in case any of you missed the beginning of the stream, if you want to, if you don't care about winning a t-shirt, don't bother typing it in. But if you'd like to be eligible for us to ship you a t-shirt, just type in #TheYard, and we'll run our giveaway tool and randomly pick someone from the stream. Dave says, for Vimeo, do we use the custom RTMP? I don't see it as an option in the destinations. Yeah, for right now, Dave, we don't have a direct integration, but yeah, you can use the custom RTMP option. Nancy says, test record and immediate playback and delete before using record only would be great. Do you understand? Do you understand that one, Dan?
Hold up. Set up our draw.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, test record and immediate playback and delete before using record only. So yeah, it would be like the ability to do like a quick recording, take a look at it, and then like, no, I don't like this, delete it. Definitely interesting.
Yeah, definitely that would save a lot of time. Thanks, Nancy.
Shall we run this?
Just give people maybe a few more seconds to get their hashtag. Thanks everyone for the hashtag. The yard is very cool to see. All right, that's probably enough time. We'll do two. We'll give away a couple T-shirts here. So
are you going to show the picture of them, or did you?
Oh yeah, I forgot to show the picture. So here, you guys could be the lucky winner of one of these T-shirts. We'll probably have some more variations to come. Maybe a hoodie as well. But for now, we're giving away the T-shirts.
Sweet. All right, let's do this. Okay. Ready, everyone? So basically, this is going to cycle through a bunch of the comments, and it's going to pick someone. And whoever it picks, it'll be very obvious when it's done picking, and that's the winner of the T-shirt. Let's do this. Oh, the suspense.
Stephanie, right. You've won a T-shirt. So reach out to Dana. She's in the chat, and she'll get your address and ship you a T-shirt.
Cool. I love running that.
Nancy says, the reason I asked about the record only and playback is that I use you regularly to record my videos. Good to know. Yeah, I would definitely benefit from it as well. Believe it or not, I actually, for any of you who've watched like our original tutorials, I actually used our record only feature to record all of those.
Yeah, it works well. Like there's no reason really not to, right?
Bonnie says, what are you using to cycle through the names? That's actually just something simple that Dan made to just go through all the comments. In the future, you never know, maybe we'll make like a little widget to use it in your own streams. We think that would be kind of cool. I know it was probably almost a year ago that we originally used it. I know it was a popular request, but lots of other things have come up in the meantime. But hopefully we can offer it at some point.
It is a lot of fun. Yeah, I'd be curious like how. Actually, I'd be question for all of you: how many of you use like some or have done some kind of giveaway live, or even if it wasn't live, just have done giveaways with your audience?
Yeah, do let us know. Yeah, lots of tool comments. Ariel says, what about CC for LinkedIn? I think closed captions for LinkedIn. That's something LinkedIn that would be on LinkedIn's side, Ariel, and I do think it's something they're working on. I don't know. I don't know a date or anything, but I do believe it is something they're working on. Curtis Brooks says, I use StreamYard to produce Mediascope on Facebook, Periscope, and LinkedIn. Do you have plans to allow TDs to add one person at a time to the broadcast rather than having to add all participants? Currently, all guests are activated. In order to add an additional guest, you have to deselect all other guests. You understand that one, Dan?
No, not quite.
I think I might be missing something. Curtis, you can add people like on StreamYard. You just click to add the guest. You can add them one at a time. But maybe I'm misunderstanding.
Yeah, quite possible. It's obvious to everyone else watching, and we're just missing it. So if you can follow up with us. I'm also wondering like maybe if this studio full, like you need to like remove someone from the studio to add someone else in. Is that the main problem, or is it like adding people into the stream? So you have like 4 people at the bottom, and it's like adding people into the stream that's the problem. Just let us know.
Pablo gives away eggs to the students. Very cool.
That's cool.
Angel has done giveaways and has 2 shows. Very cool.
Cool. It's a lot of fun ways to do them. I've seen some creative stuff.
Paul does giveaways with the live audience shows. Being able to do it easily and fairly in stream would be awesome.
Cool.
G23 says, I don't like having to use a bot for random picker. So yeah, I guess that's another vote for having it built directly in. Good to know. Tony says, we've drastically shifted the conversation towards the tool. Maybe we do need to prioritize it. Tony says, definitely want to do giveaways, but need a tool like the one just used. Can you send it or provide a link to download the tool so we can use it as well? Don't immediately have a way. Like Dan actually has to like run the thing on his computer, but hopefully we can get something out for you guys. Ariel says, could you consider to not prompt to the screen share when it is created? Do you follow that one, Dan?
So I think that might be the same question of like not automatically adding it into the stream.
Got it. So we are considering adding an option for that, Ariel, to basically say you don't want to add it directly to the stream, because I know we have a lot of people remotely producing broadcasts that want to have a bit more flexibility there. Carl says, our world record live stream starts Halloween 8 a.m. on Twitch, 180 hours. Wow, that's quite a live stream.
And are you allowed to sleep during this time, Carl, or is this straight? I'm just kidding. I'm hoping you're sleeping. That's pretty crazy, though.
Andrew says, where can we buy these new t-shirts and how much are they? So we just ordered them, Andrew. So we don't have anything set up for we're mostly just going to be using them for giveaways and giving them to people right now. But if they're popular, maybe we'll just sell them at cost or something like that. Jamie says, can you create a new type of post/stream that does countdowns to the day of the live stream? So I know there's been in the past there's been a bit of confusion about that, because Facebook used to, they might still do it, but it used to be that Facebook would have this like automatic countdown timer on Facebook itself. So we don't actually have control over that. We certainly could give you access to more countdown like timers inside the studio itself, but the countdown that happens on YouTube and Facebook is actually out of our control.
Yeah, last time I checked, I think the Facebook's still doing that. It's just the difference is that like it doesn't automatically go live anymore. So like counts down and then it just stops. And then you have to refresh the page when it's live, which is unfortunate. And I do think they'll fix that, but I think it's still doing the countdown part.
John says, my show just hit our 20th episode since we started. I appreciate you giving us a platform to be successful. Congrats on your 20th show. Very cool. Let's see here. Phil says, private walkie-talkie chat for producer to guest would be great if possible. Yeah, I know that's come up a bit with the remote producers to be able to go directly to someone. I think if we did something for that, Phil, we'd most likely start with the ability to do a direct message first through text, just for the simplicity of it. But who knows what the future holds? Let's just see here. One thing I wanted to before I forget is we now on the site have a resources section for people that are looking for, like if you have a pretty elaborate show and you're looking for someone to help you produce it, we do have a form that you can fill out. That's actually not just for remote producers. It also, if you need graphics done or you just need help with your show in general, we have a great community of people that will pass those requests to and connect you with them. So be sure to check that out. And if you'd like to be a producer yourself, there is a contact email, Marissa@StreamYard.com, and she can help get you on that list. Elliot says, would you guys be happy for us to put StreamYard logo to put on our new t-shirts for the show? I'm not 100% sure I understand, Elliot, but yeah, if you'd like to wear a StreamYard shirt during your show, that'd be awesome.
I think it was like make custom t-shirts, maybe is the question.
Make custom t-shirts, by all means. Ariel says, please could you consider the ability to create macros to automate various actions like overlays and show comments? Yeah, we definitely are going to add that at some point, Ariel. We've been referring to them as hotkeys, but yeah, basically give the ability to map things to your keyboard to particular actions, and also be the first step to using something like a Stream Deck. Linux Dude says, I want a countdown timer with a transparent background so that I can appear in the background while the timer is winding down. So one temporary solution for that, Linux Dude, would be to use a GIF. You could actually have a GIF. I don't know how long of a timer you could get going, but you could use a GIF countdown timer. At some point, hopefully, we can offer videos with the transparent backgrounds. It's mostly a limitation of not all devices supporting those videos, but in the future, hopefully, we can do that. Tangerine says, hi guys, still would like the option to click don't show this again once my green room gets full. The message box is huge and covers a lot of the screen.
Got it.
Noted, we should be able to do that, Tangerine. Senor Payasada says, StreamYard is amazing. Thanks so much. James says, integration with Skype or some other guest call-in option. Be curious, James, the main reason you're interested in that rather than just going to the link directly. I guess maybe with Skype, to the ability for them to call a number. I'm guessing maybe that's the reason, the ability to do the call-in option. Yes, of course, Tangerine. RTN says, ability to layer overlays / logos, send front to back in the works. So, Sandeep, the way we handle that now is like there's only really one layer, but in whatever layer / overlay you create, you can obviously put things in whatever order you like. Not sure if we'll ever add the ability to change the layering of overlays. I mean, that does sort of play into wanting to keep things pretty simple. So I think that might be a hard one to fit in there, but you never know.
Yeah. So I guess what Gauge means is like usually, and maybe you might already know this, but what a lot of people will do is like say they want to have something where like there's just one thing in the bottom right, they'll make an overlay that just has something in the bottom right. And then if they want to have like something, still in the bottom right, but another thing in the bottom left, they'll just make a second overlay that has both. So you're not really, instead of two separate overlays, like one with each piece, it's just one overlay has one piece, the second overlay has both. So you can kind of get around it. Again, yeah, it's not perfect, but it is a trade-off of like, we're always prioritizing to make things as easy as possible. So that's why we haven't added it yet. But if we can figure out a nice way to do it, then we're definitely open to it.
Angel says, I run a video when I go live. Is there a way to make it start without having my face first or starting before we go live? So yes. So I think probably the easiest way to do that, Angel, would just be to not add yourself to the stream or start the way we do these town halls is Dan and I are both on screen, but we put the overlay image up. We start the stream with the overlay image up and then play the video. So you never see us. And then while the video is playing, remove the overlay image. Sounds a lot more complicated than it actually is in practice. If once you do it once, it's not too difficult, but that's how you could go about doing that.
Yeah, and another way with less clicks, it depends what you want to do. Like if you don't have a video at the start, you could just have maybe a background that was like a nice introduction, and then just click to add yourself. So like have yourself removed at the bottom. Like don't ever add yourself. And then when you're ready to actually come on screen, just click to add yourself. And then it would just be a single click to get started. Or the other way is like just put an overlay in front of you and then click to remove the overlay.
Doctor Who chat says first time watching live, and I want to say StreamYard is awesome. Thank you so much, Doctor Who. Sue says also the ability to see how many minutes are left for a video clip or to stop it at a certain point and being played again, and have the option for the video clip to not take up the entire screen, move to the side with the screen share. Yeah, lots of great suggestions in there, Sue. And definitely, I know for guests that are seeing a video play and don't know when it's going to cut back to them, I definitely know how it could be useful to have some sort of indicator there, and we do plan on adding that. Stopping it and starting it, I think we'll do it outside of the clips section, but we do have plans to make it easier to actually both parts of your question, having the ability to share videos that are not over top of the screen and basically scrub through them. That is in the works. Lloyd says drag and drop for files in the brands folder. So you can drag and drop the banners, but no ability to drag and drop the files yet. That is also in the plans. Jorge says, how about another t-shirt giveaway? Yeah, we did promise to, so we can do one last t-shirt giveaway, and then we'll close out the town hall. And maybe in the future at the end of each town hall, we'll start giving away something. I think that would be fun. So in case you guys missed the original time we mentioned it, if you already put it in the past, it'll still be there. But in case you didn't, just type in hashtag the yard, and you'll be eligible to win one of our t-shirts.
You might need to type it again, just because I think right now we're only looking at the most recent comments. I'd have to check. We haven't run this tool in about a year, but I think it's going to be a recent one, so you might need to type it again.
Well, play it safe. Type it in.
Yeah. Safety first.
See if we have any final questions here. Lots of. I love when you see when the 10-second delay to YouTube or whatever. You can tell when people hear me say hashtag the yard, because I suddenly see it get lit up. It's pretty cool.
Cool. All right, let me screenshot this again. All right, shall we do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, everyone. Here we go.
We need to add a music effect to it.
I know.
There we go. Free to laugh now. I think that's Chris, Chris is always tuning in. So cool to send you a t-shirt, Chris. Just ping Dana with your address, and she'll get that shipped over to you. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. This was episode number 94 of the StreamYard Live Town Hall. We will see you next Sunday at the same time, 6 p.m. Pacific.
Awesome. See you next week, everyone.